What's up everyone? Margie here with some updates on my training and nutrition for this last week. This is for the week of April 17th. And then we got Roscoe in the background who's sleeping on the stairs. He's weird. He likes to sleep like that. It's his favorite way to sleep. Anyways, yeah, so I just want to give you guys more updates on how the training is going, nutrition as well. So, training, this week, very difficult mentally and emotionally. My body was starting to get to that point where it was kind of hitting the wall between the caloric deficit and then the endurance volume steadily increasing. It's getting to that point where my performance has been suffering for the last month, which is expected at a caloric deficit, but it's getting to the point where my body is just rejecting. So for the first couple days during the week were very, very frustrating. I just felt like garbage. I felt exhausted physically and mentally. So normally when I feel physically exhausted, I can push through that. But when I'm mentally exhausted, I have a very hard time pushing through that. Not only that, but my weight was plateauing for 3 days. I was weighing in at the same weight, which was frustrating because normally I lose maybe like, even if it's like 0.1 pounds, 0.2 pounds each day. So my weight plateaued for 3 days. I did some posing practice with my coach Annie, and I was, venting to her about it, and she basically said just like keep pushing through it, because my body rejecting was my body's way of saying I don't want to adapt to this, so I have to just continue to push through that. Coincidentally enough, the next day I ended up dropping almost 3 pounds, and then I was feeling a lot better. I mean, I was still feeling a little exhausted and stuff, but it was very funny for Annie to say push through that wall, and then the next day my body pushed through the wall. But yeah, that was a little difficult emotionally and mentally. So it made training very hard. Training was just kind of like, it was one of those things where I just got it done. I ended up switching my swim workouts. I did Thursday's workout Tuesday, and then I did Tuesday's workout on Thursday, because Tuesday's workout was originally supposed to be a longer workout, and I just didn't have the emotional or mental energy. So I still wanted to get my workout in, so I just switched the days. So that's how training's going. The last half of the week got a little better. I was still tired, and this week is an easy week. Not necessarily an easy week, but a lighter week. So I just really had to tell myself, keep pushing, make it to the end of the week, and then next week will be a lighter week. So here we are. We're about to start the light week, which I'm very excited about. My body definitely needs the rest. In terms of my physique, we're making really good progress. Despite all the ups and downs, there's still progress there. I'm feeling more comfortable with posing, which is really good, because posing is definitely something that I don't feel very confident about. So that's kind of improving each day. I'm to the point where I do posing every morning, and then Annie has me pose or do posing after each workout, so just hitting each pose for like 30 seconds at a time. So yeah, nutrition-wise, nutrition is going well. I'm actually not having as difficult as a time as I thought I would with nutrition. I definitely have cravings where all I can think about is eating ice cream and cookies and peanut butter until I get sick, and then eating more. Those cravings are definitely there, but they've been very manageable, which I'm very happy about, because that was one of my biggest fears, of not eating those foods for so long and then hitting a point where I end up binging. So that hasn't happened yet, and I'm finding ways to cope with that and not let that happen. So that's been really good. And then at the end of the week, I had a friend come from out of town. So of course, with having her here, she's not here very often, we wanted to do things. So Thursday we went to the beach, and the reason why I'm going to talk about this is because I want to talk about balance between training and social life. I made a post about this on my Facebook and Instagram, but something that really bothers me when it comes to prep is people think you shouldn't do social things with your friends. So you shouldn't go out. If your friends go to the bar, don't go with them. Just stay home and eat your food and be sad on your diet, which I think is complete bullshit, because we're humans. We need that social interaction. And, I was talking to someone on Facebook about it. Even if it's just you go to, say your friends are having an event or they're all hanging out at someone's house, even if it's just something like you go to say hi to everyone, see everyone, and then you leave early to go to bed early. There's nothing wrong with that. And if you're the kind of person who likes to be alone, there's nothing wrong with that too. This is more for the people who do enjoy being social and they think, well, I can't be social when I'm on prep because I have to stay on my diet. There are ways around it. And this weekend, I had to plan to make ways around that, because it was either I stay on plan and I see my friends, or I don't see them, or if, worst case scenario, I do see them and then I end up binging or I end up drinking alcohol and stuff like that. So Thursday we went to the beach and I just packed my lunchbox, packed Tupperware. There's a restaurant right on the beach that we always go to. I just ordered a Diet Coke and just sat and ate my lunch, It's not a big deal, and I tell my friends, don't make a big deal of it, because if they make a big deal of it, then that makes me feel like it's a big deal. So if you are stuck in that situation, just tell your friends, be like, hey, I still want to hang out with you guys. This is what I have to do. Please don't make a big deal of it. If they're good friends, if they're understanding, they will respect that and they will not make a big deal of it. So we did that. And then, one of the nights we went out and my friends drank. I told them I can't drink. I'm still going to go out. I'll hang out. I'll have water. I'll have Diet Coke, those kind of things. So it's really not bad either, because if you tie social outings or relationships with your friend to eating certain foods or drinking alcohol, you're going to have a really hard time finding that balance. So this weekend, I was able to remove those emotional ties, those social ties to food and drinking, and I was able to just have fun with my friends. There were times where I was like, oh, I wish I could order bacon wrapped scallops, or I wish I could order this drink that I really like. But I just told myself, this is just temporary. I'm here to see my friends. I'm not here to drink. I'm not here to eat. So it's definitely hard, and it definitely requires you to have friends in your life who are willing to accept that and who are willing to work with you on that. But when you have those kind of people in your life, it makes it a lot easier. And it makes it a lot easier to unwind and de-stress from the prep life. Sundays, I don't have any workouts. I don't do any endurance, and I don't do any lifting. It's a strict rest day. So Sunday, we went to Universal and Islands of Adventures. Those are two of the theme parks here in Orlando. And I did the same thing I did on Thursday. I packed a backpack. I brought my lunch. I brought a couple of cans of diet soda. I brought a big thing of water. And we just, we hung out. My friends, they ordered food from the park, which was, again, no big deal. I tell my friends, you're free to eat what you want. Don't limit your diet because of me. So again, all that took was a little bit of preparation on my end and reminding myself that I'm not going to the park to eat food and drink. I'm going to the park to have fun on rides, enjoy the park and enjoy the time with my friends. So that was a really good progress for me, because the first time I was in prep was in college, and so between not having a lot of time and in the fear that I would end up going off my plan, I barely hung out with people during my prep. There was like a month or two period where all I did was go to class, go to practice, lift, eat, and work, and do homework. I didn't do a lot of socializing, and looking back on that, I think it was very detrimental to the progress that I made in my physique, because I wasn't hanging out with my friends. So I wasn't getting that de-stress. I wasn't getting that unwinding. So I was constantly stressed. There was constantly under tension between prep, school, rowing, all of that. So this second time around, I've really been focusing on finding that balance, and it's helped tremendously. So if there's anything you take from listening to my updates, reading my training log and everything, let it be that finding a balance between training for events and competitions and also having time for your personal life, your social life, etc. is very important. Especially if you're someone like me who you really enjoy socializing with your friends, socialize with your friends. Like I keep saying, you don't have to eat a piece of cake to socialize with your friends, or you don't have to drink a couple beers to socialize with your friends. talk with them, you know, find things that you can do where you're not going to feel like you need to drink alcohol to have fun, or you need to partake in whatever food they're eating to feel like you're having fun. So yeah, that's helped me a lot. And you know, I hope that someone out there listening to this, that can hopefully help them too. So that's really all I have for you guys today. I kind of went a little bit longer than I was planning to, so if you managed to listen to 10 minutes of my tangent, thank you. So that's all for this week. I'll keep you guys posted on next week, so I hope you have a good day. And say goodbye to Roscoe. Roscoe! Hi!